It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 dig, 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 go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
All right, we're now joined in the infield media center by Saturday night's pole sitter for the LifeLock.com 400, driver number 18 M&M's Toyota, Kyle Busch. Kyle, tell us a bit about practice and looking forward to Saturday night's race.
Practice was all right. We had a few runs in race trim and felt like our car was all right. From where we unloaded, we tested this week in Kentucky and tried some things there. Learned a little bit, not a whole lot, but unloaded here and felt like we were pretty good off the truck, not too bad. Just made some changes, tried to make it a little bit better, and went to qualifying trim just to try to get some speed out of it. And I don't know where we ended up in final practice there, but I remember at a point we were like 6th or 7th or something. But you know, it didn't feel like our car had overall speed in it, but it had a comfortable drive, and you know, it was actually doing some things that it has not done in the past few weeks. So that was nice, but hopefully we can get it better tomorrow if we can practice tomorrow and hopefully have a good race trim car.
We'll open it up for questions from the media. Raise your hand. We'll call on you. State your name and affiliation. Questions for Kyle? Start with Lewis here. Give him just a second. Taking a long way
here. Earlier today, your teammate Denny Hamlin was in here and saying chances are he could be the old man of the team next year. That would make you the middle-aged guy if Logano comes. I was wondering how it would feel to be not the kid on the team for once.
It wouldn't bother me none. You know, we've got Denny and I. We've got a great relationship, and whether or not it's Joey, I'm not sure. But you know, that'd be pretty cool. He'd be obviously a young guy there, and being able to have the repertoire of that 20 car and Greg Zipadelli and all those guys, you know, that'd be a good step for him. But whether or not that comes true, you know, we're yet to find out. So for anybody else, you know, to step in that car, I think it'd be good. But you know, Denny and I, hopefully we can lead the train of Joe Gibbs racing drivers now.
Jeff Gluck from NASCAR scene. What was your overall take on Tony leaving? And I mean, do you think he'll be a good car owner? Do you think he'll be successful?
Well, basically, you know, he's been a great friend and a great teammate, and you know, will of course stay a great friend. And you know, I've learned a lot from him just in this year and a little bit that we've worked together and stuff. But you know, I wish he wasn't leaving. You know, it's a lot easier to race with him on my side than against him. I know that from past experiences. But as far as his car ownership endeavors, you know, I wish him all the best with it. I know he'll probably struggle and be frustrated for the first little bit of it, you know, but hopefully that he can get his team or teams, whatever it's going to be, up to par with the rest of the competition out there, and get it to where he feels it needs to be. And you know, whether that's going to take more resource and development stuff from Hendrick Motorsports or what exactly is going to be the cause there to get him better. But I have a feeling he's probably already talked to Rick quite a bit, so you know, I'm sure it won't be too bad.
Additional questions for Kyle? Go to Seth.
Seth Livingstone, USA Today. You got 6 wins, but going as we head toward the chase, what are 2 or 3 things that you feel you need to get better at right now to make the car better?
We don't really have cars that are capable of coming through the field and passing car. I feel like, you know, the 18 team. Tony did a great job of that at Loudon. He drove through the field and passed those guys on a flat track, which is relatively hard to pass at. People always say about Loudon, and he got up to the front, and so we just weren't able to do that. We just rode in whatever position and passed a car every 50 laps maybe, so it was tougher on us. You know, the places that we tend to struggle the most, I guess, are the flat tracks. We've got you know, Martinsville, Phoenix, and Loudon, which is the start of the chase. So those 3 races in the chase are going to be tough on us, and we've got work to do there. We feel like we won't be too bad at you know, Charlotte, Texas, Atlanta, Homestead, those kind of places. It's similar to this one, but you know, we've got some work cut out for us, and we're going to try to work on some more stuff and make our cars better.
Hold on, we'll go to Herb, and then we'll come back over to
Kyle. Herb Gould, Chicago Sun-Times. As the guy who's going to lead the parade, at the start of the first night race here. What goes through your mind as far as approach? I mean, do you do anything special, pay more attention, just knowing that there's, you know, a little bit of a more of an unknown?
Well, fortunately, I'm in the nationwide race. That's what helps out a lot of us guys and get a basis in what kind of will go on. And so to run that race tomorrow night, you know, that's going to be good for us to see what going from day to night's going to do. 7 o'clock, it's still pretty light out. And then when the race ends, probably about 9:20, 9:30, it'll be pretty dark by then. So we'll get to see firsthand what the racetrack's going to do. Hopefully we can qualify up front and get our, you know, positions well up near the front so we don't have many cars to pass. But if not, you know, we'll try to widen out the track and hopefully be able to pass well. You know, but leading the field to the green on Saturday night, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I was the first pole sitter at the Chicago night race, but that doesn't really mean much. But it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So at least we're up front.
Kyle, David Poole, Sharp Observer. When you started the season, excuse me.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. When you started the season, there was a lot of sort of unknowns in the season. There was the whole Toyota switch for Joe Gibbs Racing, and there was you moving to a new team, and nobody really knew what to expect. I mean, we all took our wild guesses, but who knew? Now, halfway through the season, you've won 6 races. Has there been a recalculation or a recalibration of your goals and your thoughts as the season's gone along, or did you go into this thinking, we can win the most races and win the championship? Have you ramped up your expectations internally?
Not really, no. We've never really sat down and talked about any of that. I mean, even before the beginning of the year, we never really had, you know, expectations per se. We wanted to be contenders. We wanted to go out there and try to make it into the chase and, you know, be a solid top 12 guy and be able to get to the chase. But, you know, since we've been pretty successful this year in winning 6 races and running up front and leading the points for a little while, you know, that's all great and everything. But, you know, the only time that really matters is in the final 10. So we've got, like I said, we've got some work that's cut out for us here. Hopefully that we can, you know, achieve what we want to achieve in the final 10, and ultimately that's the championship. But, you know, any more wins that come along, obviously, will be awesome. That'll be great. We'll take them, especially before the chase. If we get any more before the chase, we're more than welcoming to those. But, you know, solid top 5s and good runs for top 10s in the last 10 is what's really going to make this championship.